Hi there home buyers, I'm David Hargreaves, one half of Sonoma County's #1 real estate team, Brewington Hargreaves. In case you haven't heard, the real estate landscape has recently had some significant changes following the NAR lawsuit. And if you're planning to buy a home, you need to know how these changes impact you. Now more than ever, having an experienced real estate agent by your side is crucial. In addition, moving forward, all buyers are required to have a signed buyer's agreement in place with their agent. On top of that, the way buyers' agents get paid has also changed. So stick around and I'll explain how these rules work, and more importantly, how an experienced professional agent doing 10, 20, 30, 40 deals a year can save you a substantial amount of money on your real estate transaction. So what are the different ways that a good agent can actually save you money? So let's start by talking about the current hot topic, which is negotiating commissions. So how do you navigate this new commission structure? Well, structurally, things are the same as they've always been, and so are the fees and concessions, but what has changed is the way that these are paid. Previously, the commission a seller would pay a buyer's agent was listed up front in the MLS. As of today, this is no longer the case. Sellers can choose whether or not to pay a buyer's agent commission, making it vital for buyers to negotiate these terms up front. And we will obviously continue to charge our fees, which we'll usually negotiate as a seller concession, ensuring our clients don't bear this cost directly. But if your agent doesn't successfully negotiate it from the seller, then that cost will be coming directly to you. The key to all of this for both buyers and sellers is to think about the net amounts. I mean, if a buyer is paying the commission themselves, then the offer price would likely need to be adjusted to take into account of that. The next thing a good agent can do is actually save you quite a lot of money on the purchase price. I mean, a couple of months ago, our client was ready to offer the asking price for a newly listed property in what was a very competitive market. However, as part of trying to get the best deal for our clients, we were proactive in arranging a surveyor to check out a retaining wall before we even put an offer in. And we uncovered issues that allowed us to negotiate $85,000 off the purchase price. So doing our due diligence up front saved our client a significant amount of money, and we managed to secure the home well below asking within the first 7 days of it being on the market, which is pretty untypical. The next example is how we managed to secure our clients $50,000 worth of income, which they didn't think was going to be theirs. So in this case, we helped a client get an additional $50,000 by negotiating the income from the fruit on the vines and confirming that it was theirs, despite the seller had actually paid for the farming of the vineyard for a year. In this case, the sellers really should have made it clear as part of their response to our offer that the income from the fruit was the sellers and not the buyers, but they never counted that in the contract. So this extra income was a real game changer for our client. It was literally like getting free money. So permit issues is another area where a good buyer's agent can potentially save you money. In this case, we saved our client $60,000 by uncovering permit issues which hadn't been disclosed in the seller disclosures. I mean, imagine buying a home marketed as a 4-bedroom home only to discover it only legally qualifies as a 3-bedroom home for the purposes of getting a vacation rental permit. I mean, we prevented this costly mistake for our client, saving them $60,000 because of the cost it would take to upgrade the septic system from a 3-bed to a 4-bed septic system. And that's a huge saving for a client who's purchasing a second home and an investment property. The next thing, imagine buying a property that you want to use as a vacation rental only to find you couldn't actually vacation rent it. Well, we stopped a client from purchasing a vacation rental that wasn't legally rentable as a vacation rental that had been identified by another client. I mean, had they bought it, they'd have faced a significant loss on buying and then having to sell the home. I mean, in commissions alone, it would have been a $45,000 loss. Instead, we found them a fully compliant property, helping them secure their long-term property investment. The other area where a good agent can save you money is saving on repairs. I mean, older homes often have hidden issues, we all know that, but we always recommend a sewer lateral inspection for a buyer purchasing a home in particular cities such as Healdsburg. I mean, in a recent transaction, we uncovered the need for a full replacement of the sewer lateral that saved our client $30,000 because it's a requirement in Healdsburg to have a fully functional lateral sewer to get any major remodel signed off by the city. Unless an agent is doing a lot of business in an area, it's easy for things like this to come back and bite a buyer on the bum down the line. So definitely make sure you work with an agent who really knows the area you're buying in. The next thing is negotiating a fair price for the home. It's only really possible to determine the price of a home if you've seen all the other comparable homes. Because we're such active agents, not only do we look at comparable sales, market trends, and also detailed pricing analysis on paper, but we've also likely been inside the homes we're using as comparisons, so we've got a detailed knowledge of these homes. I mean, by negotiating a fair price off the back of this detailed knowledge, we can often save our clients up to 20% off the purchase price of a home. And then helping clients find a great lender is also another great way your agent can save you money. I mean, financing is a major expense, particularly right now, and we connect buyers with knowledgeable and cost-effective lenders. I mean, whether it's securing lower interest rates or structuring creative deals like multiple liens or seller financing or a wrap mortgage. I mean, a lot of agents won't explore these options with their clients because they literally don't understand them. I mean, our strategy is to save clients thousands over the life of the mortgage, or sometimes make a purchase possible that wouldn't otherwise have been possible for our client. And the next area is finding off-market properties. I mean, some of the best deals are off-market. Because we're talking to so many different agents every day, we help buyers find and secure deals off-market, avoiding the competition and saving money. This exclusive access ensures you get the home you want without inflated prices. And then finally, predictive pricing. We're probably one of the few agents who, in a competitive market, will run a regression analysis to determine the likely sales price of a home if it's going to get multiple offers. There's a clear correlation between the number of offers a home receives and the final purchase price. This helps make sure our clients stand the best possible chance of getting a home they want without overpaying in a highly competitive market. So now that you've seen the ways that we can save you money, it's clear that in this new environment, using a part-time agent or your mum's best friend who does 1 or 2 deals a year is going to cost you money for sure. So moving forward, a buyer's agent is going to have to negotiate as hard as ever. So uncovering hidden pitfalls during escrow or using them as part of the overall negotiation is as important as ever. So if you're thinking about buying a home, don't go it alone. Reach out to us today if you want to understand more about these new rules and the implications for you as a buyer in Sonoma County. So thank you for watching, and remember, with the right agent, your dream home is not just a possibility, it's a smart investment. We'll see you in the next video.